It really is amazing to me to be standing here 16 years after, having that dinner up in Massachusetts, and it's really been a blink. But I want to start by thanking Mr. Blank for the opportunity of a lifetime. I wanted nothing else, as a kid, other than to play professional sports. And in April of 2008, you gave me that opportunity. And I know draft picks are never, an easy decision. There's lots of options. There's lots of ways you can go. But for me, it was a responsibility every day to make sure you guys were right. And I tried to do that the best that I could for the 14 seasons here. So thank you for the confidence then. Thank you for the confidence, through those 14 years. And thank you for the friendship, that continues on. I'll certainly always be pulling for Atlanta and the Falcons. When you think about, it being the end, there's so many people that help you get to this point. And three of them are sitting right here. I can't believe you guys came out today. So Todd, Jenk, and Finn, appreciate you guys coming. But you guys were there from the start when I got here. And I'm so thankful to you guys and really to all the teammates that made such an impact on my career and on my life. There really is no team sport like football. You're completely dependent on, so many other people. And I was so lucky to play with so many great ones. To everybody in the organization, I start thinking about, like Mr. Blank mentioned, the number of people that, I got to meet, and he mentioned that, that I impacted, but it works both ways. And so I was so fortunate for my 14 seasons here to be impacted by incredible coaches. I think of head coaches, starting with Mike Smith. Got to see him this morning, which was incredible. And, I think of the impact that he had on my career, right? And I don't think you could ask for a better guy to start with, as a young, rookie. And he's a no-nonsense, no BS, head coach, and kind of laid out, what it looked like to be a professional and how to lead men. I learned a ton from him. And then had the opportunity to play for Dan Quinn, who, in my opinion, is one of the best when it comes to being able to connect, with guys and understand, what it takes to motivate people. And I'm thankful to have spent my time with him. And then the one season with Arthur Smith too was incredible. So, to all those coaches, to all my position coaches at the quarterback spot, to all of the strength coaches, the other position coaches that, I had great relationships with and learned so much from. I just want to say thank you. And then I think about trainers. I saw Danny and Jake walking around the facility earlier today, and I think back, to all of the time that you spent in that training room trying to get going day in and day out just for practice or just to give yourself a chance to be able to play on a Sunday. I'm so thankful for them. Marty Lazone, who's here such a long time in my career, he made an impact, on me. And those guys were selfless in terms of, giving up extra hours of the night or, getting here at the crack of dawn to try and get your body ready to go. So I'm so thankful to all of them. The equipment guys, they're like extended family because, you spend so much time in that locker room and they're there and just supporting you in every way. And Brian Boigner and, Jimmy Hay and just so many other guys, that were in there that went out of their way to make our lives easier and make my life easier. I'm so thankful to have had those relationships and to have spent the time that I did with them. The media, the PR staff, there's playing the quarterback position. I feel like you end up getting closer with these guys than maybe some of the other spots because, there's so much that you're asked to do. But during my time here, it was the best in the business, and I'm thankful for all that you guys did for me to make my life easier during that time. Then community relations and the entire sports staff, I don't really know how to say thank you enough because these these people were taking so much off of our plate to allow us to go out there and play. Fielding my dad's crazy phone calls for tickets on a Friday or a Saturday that I didn't even know about. And so, there's so many people in this building who did such an amazing job of supporting not only myself, but, all of the teammates that I had. And I'm thankful for that, and I really appreciate it. Also, a big thank you to the folks in Indianapolis, where I spent 1 year, Mr. Irsay and, Chris Ballard and that entire organization. It was, I don't think how either of us wanted it to go. I think, we were hoping for a different result, but I'm thankful for that opportunity. You don't take it lightly in this league to have the chance to go out there and play. So a thank you to everyone in Indianapolis. And then, on the personal side, I want to thank my parents, as a father of three, and looking back to, the sacrifices that my parents made for me, and giving me, every opportunity to chase the dream that I wanted to chase. I can't thank them enough and, tell them that I love them. My sister and my two brothers, they're ride or die, and they felt it week in and week out, the wins and the losses, the ups and the downs, and they rode through every part of that with me. And so a big thank you to them. And then, to my sons, who are all sitting here, Marshall, Johnny, and Cal. My one wish was that I could have, played longer, so that you guys would have been able to share in that experience more than you did. But I'm so thankful that you did get to experience some of the way that you did. And more so than that, I'm excited to see what you guys are going to become, because at one point I was a 6-year-old or a 1-year-old with dreams of wanting to do this. And I look at you guys and I know that everything in this life is in front of you. And I'm excited to see the men that you're going to become, because I really think you guys are going to be special. And then, finally, before I'll open it up to some questions, I want to thank Sarah. I would not have had the career that I had without you. And I prided myself on coming into the building every day with the same mindset and being consistent for my teammates. But I know I wasn't that for you when I came home. And you are the one person on the planet who saw how it was really every day for me. And I would not have been able to ride the highs or to endure the lows without your support. And I know that that meant a lot of sacrificing on your end. And I just want to tell you thank you for allowing me to be able to chase this dream that I wanted to, at the cost of time spent together. And now I got some more time to spend it together, and hopefully that'll be good. But I'm so thankful, and I love you so much. And I really believe that, my time as a player was as successful as it was because of you. And I love you for that. So thank you so much. Finally, to the fans of Atlanta, I want to say thank you. I think for the 14 years that I was the quarterback here, I felt the passion and the energy all the time. And it wasn't all smooth sailing. There were ups and downs, and I'm sure lots of frustration and lots of, enjoyable times as well. But I never took it lightly. I kind of understood the position and the responsibility, that I had, and I tried to do it as best as I could every day to come out and to be the best version of myself, and try and be the best quarterback I could be for this organization and for this city. And so I want to say thank you for the continued support. It was a hell of a ride, and you know, I'm excited to see what's next. You know, this next chapter of life, but you know, and kind of see where that takes us. But today, you know, it's exciting for me because, you know, you never have control in this profession of where you're going to start. And I could not have been luckier, you know, that it was a start here in Atlanta and it went for 14 years. And now I can bookend it and retire as a Falcon today. So thank you for that opportunity. I appreciate it.